Hey, it's Superiors Bambi here. I just figured I'd talk about random stuff today. Well, as you all know, I'm going to be going to my friends for a couple weeks with Lillian, and everything. To be honest, I'm really not sure what to talk about, but, there has been a lot on my mind that I would really like to get out to you guys, but, it's kind of hard for me to do, because I don't want to be judged, and I don't want to judge others, and I normally don't judge others, so it's really a problem on my end, it's a problem on other people's end. But, forehead looks weird. I've been going through a lot ever since I was younger. I started getting made fun of when I was in 5th grade. And, well, actually 4th grade, and it's really not something I like remembering, but, I do remember it. When I was in 3rd grade, I got put into, it was either 3rd or 4th grade, I got put into special ed, and I was always a big girl, and it runs in my family, and it's interesting because my family, both my parents were skinny. My sister is skinny, my one brother is skinny, and yet my other brother and I are two biggest in our main family. But on my dad's side of the family, there's a lot of heavy-set people, and so I've always been like that, and I never really cared until I started hearing more comments and everything, and one of the comments was fat ass and everything else. I didn't think I was fat. I mean, in elementary school, you really don't think that about yourself. You think that you're just fine the way you are. And then when you get into middle school, you start hearing it more and more and more, and that's what happened to me. I started hearing it a lot more, and this guy who I ended up becoming friends with later on in my life, said, wow, you weigh a ton, because I, accidentally stepped on his foot, and we were waiting online. And so then I started eating less. I didn't eat breakfast, and I didn't eat lunch, and I would wait to eat when I got home. I would have, a little mini snack, and then I would have dinner, and that would be it. And a lot of people, my friends, started noticing it, and that was in about 8th and 9th grade. I did that for 2 years. And they really felt that that I need to start eating, so they would try to force me to eat, and I just couldn't do it, because to me I felt like I was ugly, and I really felt that I shouldn't eat, and that I should be skinny, and I did lose a lot of weight. When I was in 7th grade, I weighed about 170 something or 180. And when I was younger, 12, I weighed 113 pounds. But obviously when you're younger, you're not going to weigh a lot, and when you get older, you're going to weigh more. But, between the ages of 13 and 14 through 15, I felt really full about myself, and that's when it all started. I'm sorry. pretty much, I stopped eating, and I did, stop my. There were times where I got kind of sick and everything, and whatnot, and it just made me feel better. So then I started eating again and everything, to where I got to a point where I was kind of comfortable with myself and I wasn't hearing as much. I was hearing name calling like Dyke and everything else, because everybody found out that I liked this girl because I'm bi, and they found out I liked this girl and I wanted to ask her out, and she was bi-curious and she was like a really good friend to me. Then I dated this girl, and somehow everybody at my school found out, and the only people that knew was me, her, and one of our friends, but one of our friends said that they didn't say anything, so I really don't know how everybody else found out. And it really hurt her, and I never wanted her to get hurt. I wanted her to be happy with me, and she was happy with me, but it just hurt her deep down inside, and it hurt me too to see her hurt, so we broke it off. And then this other girl that I ended up liking, that I went to school with, everybody found out I wrote her a note, and one day in chorus, these two girls that I extremely fucking hate to this very day, I'm sorry, not hate, dislike to this very day, and they were talking about it and saying how it was disgusting and saying how that's just messed up. So I walked up to them and be like, you know what? This is my life and this is who I am. So you really need to stop talking about it. And I told them to shut the fuck up. I don't like saying stuff like that to people, but people were always mean to me, and I've known some of these people since elementary school, and they just never liked me. You know what, it's life. You don't like me, you don't have to. I'm not gonna force you to like me or not. But it's just so like annoying and everything else, because you get judged and you get criticized for who you are, and it's just horrible. Then I met this guy, and I fell in love with him, and I lost my virginity to him, and at one point I got skinny, and I felt great, I felt wonderful, and I was happy. But then he broke my heart, and to this very day I'm still very attached to him, and I always will be, because I still love him, to be honest, I really do. And anyways, so after that happened, I met my daughter's father, and I ended up falling for him, and it wasn't a good decision to do, because he put me down a lot. And while I was pregnant, I ended up getting pregnant 3 months into a relationship, and it was 3 months after my dad died, and So pretty much, I fell for him. I got pregnant, and honestly, he treated me like shit, even while I was pregnant. He said one of the worst things to me that anybody could ever say to someone, especially when they're carrying their own child. He wished that, I had my sister's body, and that he hoped that my body would look like my sister's after I gave birth. Mind you, my sister has a very high metabolism, so obviously she's going to be skinnier than I am and everything, so yeah. Excuse me. You just don't say stuff like that to someone who's carrying your child, because deep down that's going to mess them up, and it did. I'm still to this very day not confident with myself anymore. It took me a very long time to gain confidence, and then when him and I were split for a while, excuse me. Excuse me. When we were split for a while, I felt like it was kind of easier for me to, gain my confidence back and everything. It was hard because I was raising my daughter on my own. I mean, with my mom's help, but she was with me the whole time. And I met a couple people, and I've hung out with a couple people, and, and he was always breaking up with me and getting mad at me and everything else. Excuse me for a minute. Sorry about that. So, after that, he came back into my life. I made that decision because I didn't want my daughter to be without her father anymore, and I just felt like it was the right thing to do, and I got a lot of crap for it. I got a lot of crap for it from my whole family, especially when the people that I looked up to when I was younger, and that was my sister, and she wrote stuff on Facebook about how I woke her up one morning because my daughter's father was threatening to commit suicide because of me breaking up with him, because I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take being treated like crap and everything, and I lost 2 friends to suicide already, so it was like, it's hard on me to hear someone say that, and I know that when someone says that, they're not really going to do it. And it's a very unexpected thing when suicide is in place, you don't know if when someone's gonna do it. But if someone's stupid enough to go and say that, oh, I'm gonna go kill myself now, it's like stupid. I'm very sorry, guys. My throat's getting dry and stupid. But yeah, pretty much, it was just horrible, and I had so much crap I had to go through, and so my sister and I always got into little arguments about it and everything. Her husband got involved, which shouldn't have even freaking happened, because it's none of his damn business, to be honest. I basically got told that I was a lowlife, that I have no actual life because I never had a job, and that's true. I will be honest, I never had a job, but I was willing to look and work, and I would help my mom whenever I could, and everything else. And because I didn't graduate from high school. No, I didn't. Because I was a teenager. Plain and simple. Fun. And, so it was just really hard to get them to understand. But, sorry guys, my throat is just being special right now. So, I did go for my GED once already. I took classes for it, and I have to retake 3 tests. That's it. And so I'm planning on doing that, and I'm planning on, bettering my life and everything. It's just that they don't have a lot of faith in me that I would have for them. I'm sorry, you guys. And I'm sorry this video is really long. But yeah, pretty much been through so much with him and with my family, and it's put so much stress on me because every time he fought with my family, I was stuck in the middle. And they don't realize how much stress it put on me, and how many thoughts I had, and how depressed I was, or anything. And at one point of my life, not that long ago, I realized I should have ended it with him from day one, because it just pushed my family away from me, and pushed a lot of my friends away from me, and now I feel kind of alone in a way, and I know I'm not, but emotionally I really feel alone, and I really feel like I'm pushed away from everybody, because they don't have faith in me, because they feel like that I'm a slut, because I have guy friends that I don't do anything with, and and all this other stuff, and it's like, I want them to understand that this is my life, that this is my opportunity to meet new people and be able to try new things and everything, and I feel like I don't have that chance because I have Lily. Honestly, if I could, I'd take her wherever I go and whatever I do, and I do take her everywhere I go, and I do things with her, and she's my everything. They even believed that I wasn't going to be a good mom. And that hurts because, like, I would never do anything to hurt my child. Yes, I made the wrong decision of having her father come back in her life, but it's like I wouldn't do anything to hurt her. I mean, it hurts because I know that she saw things that she shouldn't have seen. I'm not saying she saw me, like, you know, doing something with her father, or, you know, but she saw she's heard me and her father fight. She's seen her father hit me, and I don't want her ending up in that type of situation, and I know that my mom doesn't want to see me in that type of situation either, but I was in that type of situation. And it's the worst feeling in the world. And it really pushes you because you don't want to piss that person off even more after they've hurt you. And to be honest, I never thought I would go through what I went through. But you can never really expect anything. It's always unexpected. Especially when someone shows a completely different side that you've never seen before when you've been with that person for almost 3 years. And it just really bothers me. And, if I could take us all back, I really would. I just what I went through scared the living hell out of me. Because I really thought I was gonna die. I was so scared that I wasn't gonna be able to talk to my family again. And then I would never see Lillian again. That's how much it scared me. He had that much of a hold on me that it was terrifying. I mean, yes, it's all over now, and it's been taken care of by the police and everything, but it's just still, it's in my head. Mental scars like that don't ever go away. You can bury them as much as you can, but they just will never go away. I've never, ever would hurt someone like that. Like someone that's hurt me. Because I don't believe in it. I don't like fighting. I hate it. one of the worst things ever. I don't like yelling. I don't like hitting. I don't like any of that. And to be hurt by someone you love is a million times harder. And it just it doesn't make sense why it has to be like that, and why people have to be like that, or anything. And honestly, when you have the type of heart I do, where it's gotten hurt a lot, and where it felt for someone hard, it kills you inside. Because you want to try to make things work, and you want to try to prove everybody wrong, and then when you do, you're the one that gets proved wrong. So I really wish I could talk to my family about this, but I really feel like they're not gonna care. Deep down, they really will not understand why I feel the way I do. And I'll just get told what I've always gotten told, and that's to just stop. To not worry about it. Even though this happened about, let's see how many months ago, September, August, July, about 5 months ago, it still hurts. Because I thought I was going to be a family. And I thought I was going to be happy and not have to worry about anything. But it got ruined and I got hurt. And a lot of people don't think I'm trying hard to better myself. And I am trying. And people don't understand how hard it really is. Either because they've had everything handed to them, or because they went through it in a different way than you did. None of it was fair to happen. And I'm not a huge believer in God, but all the days I was getting abused, I literally prayed and asked for him to stop. And asked God, why are you letting him do this to me? even asked my dad. Because like, every time I called for help, nobody came. I would scream at the top of my lungs, and not even my landlord would come over to ask what's wrong. And one night he walked out, I tried calling whoever I could to come over and get me and Lily. Nobody picked up. I tried running to go get help. And I always got dragged back into the house, or I got tossed on the couch, or on the floor, and they get threatened. So I did try my hardest to go and find help. And I couldn't say anything because I didn't want to leave Lily there alone with him. And on Mother's Day, I had to walk around with the giant bruise on my leg. And I was in a lot of pain. It hurt so much hiding that from everybody. It really did. My best friend told me I should call the cops because I have a scar here from him. I had scratches on the back of my shoulders with him ripping off my hoodie and grabbing me. And I couldn't because Lillian was with him. I didn't want to leave her there with him. I would never want to leave her there while I went to go get help. I would want her to be with me so I know she's safe. And I'm glad I'm not with him now. Because, to be honest, if I was still going through that, I would probably be in the hospital or dead. I don't know. But I am really glad I got out of it. And I'm really glad I have Lillian. And I'm really sorry that this video is really long. But I've been bottling everything up for like so long, and I want you guys to know who you see in video. And this is who I am. I can be an emotional wreck. I can seem happy. The only thing that makes me happy anymore is just Lillian. She's the best thing I could ever ask for in my life. And wanted to tell you guys this because I felt that it was the right thing to do. And if you have a problem with it, I will delete it. I'm not going to be ashamed of putting out there what is wrong, because it's already been dealt with. And I feel that if you really want to know who I really am and why I carry myself the way that I do, then here you go. Alright, you guys, I hope you have a great day, or night, or evening, whichever. I'll talk to you guys soon.